Thank you, Coach. We'll let you start, and then we'll take questions.
Well, first of all, it was a terrific defensive game plan by Jamal Mosley, and the guys just did a great job. It's chasing Steph Curry around has got to be the hardest job in all of basketball, pro, college, international, you name it. I mean, the guy has been on just a historic tear over the last month, and Trey Burke, rose to the challenge. He just chased him all over the place. And we had plenty of help and just, guys really worked at making it hard on him. We were making shots tonight. So we got a lead early. We're able to sustain and really kept the pressure on him through the whole game. So it was a much needed bounce back after, quite a disappointment last night.
Wayne Price.
Yes, Rick, you guys scored 28 straight points at one point early in the first quarter and early in the second quarter. What got you going there, and what did you see during that period of time?
And the defense got us going. When we're getting stops and are able to get downhill, offensively, it's a big strength. When you got Luka Doncic and you got attacking guards like Brunson and Burke and Hardaway, that's when our game is at its best. But it doesn't happen tonight without a really strong defensive effort and a really strong attention to detail.
Callie?
Rick, to go off of that, what was it about the way Trey played last night or just the way Trey has played this season that made you think he would be an ideal, match for Curry tonight?
Well, this is one of the axioms of the NBA. Anytime you're on the floor playing, somebody's watching, and you're showing what you can do and what you're capable of and what your focus is and what your mindset is and, what you're, and how much about winning you are. So, last night he just showed that, for the last 3 weeks, since the Redick trade, he's really been out of the rotation, that he has been a constant positive voice in the locker room. He's been a constant worker to prepare himself to be ready for any opportunity that comes up and any situation where the team needs him. Last night, he gave us a terrific lift, both in the first and second half. And it wasn't just on offense, it was on defense too. He just, he was a determined defender, and he was impacting the ball. And as we looked at it this morning in the coaches meeting, trying to find a guy to chase Steph Curry around is really as difficult a task as anyone can think of in the NBA right now. Trey's effort last night, his quickness, his understanding of the thinking of off-ball players as well as guys that have the ball. All those things went into the decision. But the guys, Tim Hardaway started last night and played well. He was great off the bench tonight. Had a great mindset and was all about, trying to help the team win. So a lot of great things tonight. Look, as always, we'll look to build on it.
Tim Cato?
Maxey hasn't shot many two-pointers this year. It's been, mostly been a diet of three-point shots. He took a couple of pull-up twos in the paint, or one of them might have been just outside. Has that been an emphasis for him to be able to do something when he attacks a closeout and convert shots like that at, mid-rangers?
Pete Patton, our shooting coach, works with our players on all shots. And a lot of times when they get started in shooting workout, they'll start, in close and work to mid-range and then work to three. Maxey's familiar with the mid-range shot because he was an excellent mid-range player in the international game. When he came here, it was pretty clear to what he had to improve in the NBA game. He had to move his range out another 7 or 8 feet, He's done that. He's proven this year he was one of the 5 best in the league at certain points in the year. But the mid-range shot, he can make, and he does work on it. But it's also something that he's done many, many times.
All right, we'll do a couple more. Davide from Italy.
Hey, Coach. Sorry for the Italian question, but I have to ask you about Nico Melli. You put him on the court in the fourth quarter. He scored 13 points his season high with you guys. What did you see from him?
He's a nice player. I mean, he's got a lot to his game. Look, the game, the lead was big, but they made some mini runs in the fourth. And he stopped a couple of them. I think he made a 3 one time, and then another time he got in and made a little mid-range shot in the kind of the long post area. They dunked the ball one time. He's a sneaky good athlete. He understands how to play, and he's always ready. And so, he's been an asset for us.
All right, last question, Kevin Gray.
Hey, Rick, how does this team continue to build on the mindset of playing with a sense of urgency like you did tonight in the first quarter as you go forward through the rest of this season?
Well, all these experiences accumulate. Guys continue to learn and grow. We've got to take this momentum tonight and turn it into momentum on Thursday night. We've got an oddball trip here. Where you go all the way across the country to play 2 games with very easy travel. Hour-long bus trip last night. Get in at midnight, no big deal, and then we're going to get on a plane and cross 3 time zones to play on Thursday. Which is it's just part of the bizarre world of the NBA restart and this season. It's just one of the necessities. So we just have to find a way to build on it. And look, we had a couple of tough losses to New York and Sac. We were able to get a much needed win against Detroit. We got a couple of really good ones against the Lakers. They had disappointment last night, and we just got to start another streak. And it's not easy because human nature, is always makes it challenging. When you have a little prosperity, that's when it's always a little harder to dig deep. But our guys are learning, and we'll fly tomorrow. We'll get some rest, and we'll get ready for Thursday.
All right.
Thank you.
Coach.